and so much more to anyone in need. For more information, visit CatholicCharities.net.
We invite you to watch Catholic Chicago this weekend, featuring a conversation with Cardinal Blaise Cupich and video highlights from across the Archdiocese. Here's host Todd Williamson.
Catholic churches respond as the need to feed the hungry surges in the COVID-19 pandemic. Pope Francis's new encyclical and the call for mutual respect for all cultures. And a local priest ready to run even when the Chicago Marathon is canceled.
Watch Catholic Chicago Friday at 7 p.m. on Chicago Loop Cable, Channel 25, and Sunday afternoon at 3 on the Comcast Network, Channel 100. You're listening to Catholic Chicago on WNDZ 750 AM. Every Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., the Archdiocese of Chicago presents programming about the people, events, and issues that touch our lives. Thanks for letting us be part of your morning. Now again, Catholic Chicago.
Good morning and welcome to the Voice of Charity. I'm Marie Jochum.
And I'm Brigid Murphy. We're going to warn you at the offset this morning that things could go off the rails here, guys.
Listen, we just had a mask emergency. For those of you watching live on YouTube, my mask broke. I'm showing you. It was Christmas themed
Yes,
and it
it's
broke.
lovely.
But luckily we made it through that. We scared the producers because they didn't know where we were going, but we're here.
That's right. And it's Thanksgiving week, so we are thankful to all of our listeners who join us here on the Voice of Charity. And we want to do a special shout out to our team here. And we're going to combine that, Marie, with one of my favorite, if we were all in the office, my favorite thing at Thanksgiving is to find out what people put in their stuffing.
Oh, love it.
It's my favorite part of the meal. It's crazy to think that just bread and a little bit of liquid and some crazy things can be so delicious. So we want to give big thanks to Brian Brock,
Woo!
Michael May,
I'm clapping.
and Katie Breedeman, who
Yes.
bring this show to us every Tuesday. And here's our little poll on stuffing. So Brian's mom used to make White Castle stuffing.
Listen, it's so good. It's so good.
Tell people what that is.
Well, let me clarify. I've never had Brian's mom's stuffing, but I hope one day he'll bring it in for us. But my mom also made this, and I know you can Google it, but basically it's a bunch of sliders all chopped up, and then there's other stuff that goes in it, and you just kind of feel like you're having a slider at Thanksgiving, and it's amazing.
I had never heard of that.
It's
That
so
was
good.
news to me. Michael May is making his stuffing, and he puts mushrooms in his, which I have to say would not be my favorite, but glad to know. Marie, tell us.
Yeah, so I don't make stuffing because I'm, not a full-grown adult yet. My mom still does all the cooking. But she makes an andouille sausage cornbread stuffing, which I just love.
That sounds amazing. And Katie Breedeman offered that hers is pretty traditional, but she says she uses basically every spice in her cupboard.
I bet it's so good. Everything Katie does is good. Bridge, what about you? What are you doing?
I'm going to be at Catholic Charities with you.
Yes.
From 12 to 2 on Thursday, we're doing to-go meals for our homeless neighbors and food insecure neighbors.
And we're having stuffing.
And we are having stuffing. It's the traditional meal to go with, I think, socks and gloves and masks.
Yes. And actually, we found out earlier this week that our friends at St. Francis Xavier in Orland Park are bringing us, I hope I said the right city, but I'm pretty sure that's it. They are bringing us a whole bag full of goodies. So we'll have a ton more stuff to give out, including emergency blankets and socks and treats and all sorts of fun stuff. So we're looking forward to this. Generally, this is a seated meal. Of course, we're not able to do that this Thanksgiving, but we are still very grateful for all our donors and all our staff who's willing to come out on Thanksgiving morning and make it happen.
Great. And speaking of making it happen, we have two guests today. One you're very familiar with, Andrew McKernin, talking again about our celebration of giving, which is Catholic Charities' effort to make sure families in need have both the essentials to get through winter and some fun items to give their children during the holidays.
Absolutely. And Allison Loecke, who works at Loyola University as a faith formation campus minister. She is also associated with Loyola's Alternative Break Immersion Program, and she's been instrumental in leading Loyola University's many contributions to the celebration of giving. So welcome, Andrew and Allison.
Thank you.
Sorry about that long intro, guys. We'll ask you about your stuffing in a moment. But
yes, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, right? I mean, let's do it. Andrew, can you start? We had you on with Mark Netzel, who's on our board and heads up Celebration of Giving with us. We had you on a few weeks ago. I know you're about to go into our warehouse where a lot of our gifts get delivered. Can you share with folks kind of where we are in the Celebration of Giving timeline?
Yeah, so we're actually right about our official start. Traditionally, once we move into the warehouse, that's when we really get going. This year has, of course, been a little different, so we've been packing and distributing items early, but the bulk of the work is really going to be done starting Monday and the 2 weeks following. So, we're about to hit it off.
So we know last time you were here, you were talking about all the families sponsored, and we are so excited to report that all of the families in our program have been sponsored. But what are we still in need of, Andrew, before we head to our first break, because we talked a lot about stuffing? What are we still in need of? What's still kind of what you're out there trying to get?
Yeah, right. So the sponsor family is a huge portion of Celebration of Giving, but it is, really only half of it. So the other side is just the general toy shower, which still provides toys to, this year, over 4,000 children, not included in the sponsor a family. So on that side of the program, we just provide 2 gifts per child, really just to solidify that they will have something to open Christmas Day. So it's really just individual gifts are still very much in need. That's kind of where we're at.
And where can folks go to purchase those gifts for us? Because we've done this for a while, but this year it's even more COVID friendly.
Yes, it's very COVID friendly. So the safest way to really donate is just online. So on our Catholic Charities page, that's www.catholiccharities.net/celebration. We have multiple gift registries where you can simply go online, pick out a couple toys to purchase, and then it'll be automatically delivered right to our warehouse so we can start sorting and distributing it.
That's incredible. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit with Allison about the amazing work of Loyola University and Celebration of Giving. Catholic Charities staff members work every day to end poverty and homelessness. We do this on a one-to-one basis with anyone who asks for help. We also work with organizations who study these issues across our city, state, and nation. The Wilson Sheehan Lab for Economic Opportunities, or LEO, at the University of Notre Dame is one of these research centers. Through our partnership with LEO, Catholic Charities has gained valuable insights into scientific evaluation methods that determine the most effective interventions to help people avoid poverty and homelessness. Along with our experience and compassion, trusted research is helping Catholic Charities offer hope and so much more to anyone in need. For more information, visit CatholicCharities.net.
A Catholic faith-based education enriches both your mind and your heart. Academic standards are strong, and so is the feeling of community. 96% of our graduates go on to college. If you think a Catholic high school education is for you, keep these dates in mind. Registration is now open for the Catholic High School Entrance Exam, which will take place on Saturday, December 5th. Students should take the exam at the high school they hope to attend next year. For more information, log on to our website, schools.archchicago.org.
Catholic Charities Divine Affair home tasting parties are going virtual. This year marks the 20th anniversary of Divine Affair, the elegant wine tasting event that benefits our self-sufficiency programs. Low-income single parents with dependent children are trying to break the cycle of welfare and poverty. Today, the need is greater than ever as the COVID-19 pandemic has left thousands of newly struggling families in need of immediate assistance. You can easily coordinate a virtual wine tasting and help Catholic Charities at the same time. Each guest will enjoy a sample wine kit that includes wine and a guide, all courtesy of Louis Glenn's Wines. You can gather your friends and family for this fun event or incorporate a celebration for a birthday, anniversary, or engagement at the same time. To learn more about a virtual home tasting party and how you and your guests can win fabulous raffle prizes, call today at 773-756-6937. That's 773-756-6937. Cheers! Good morning and welcome back to the Voice of Charity. This is Marie Jochum.
And Brigid Murphy.
And we are here today talking about Christmas, which I love. And we were talking with Andrew McKernin before the break about Catholic Charities' celebration of giving. And what's so crucial to our work is our partnerships. We would not be able to do what we do without them. So in that vein, Allison Loecke, who works at Loyola University, is a faith formation campus minister. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, Allison, tell us about your stuffing, and then tell us about how Loyola is involved in celebration of giving.
Sure. Well, I'd say I'm intrigued by the slider stuffing.
So
I've
good,
never
Allison.
heard of it, but
it's so good.
it sounds really good. My mom is a big White Castle fan, so she will appreciate this. But she makes really delicious stuffing. It's my Aunt Sharon's recipe that has, I know there's pork sausage in it.
Yes.
Yes, Aunt Sharon.
Yeah. I don't know what else, but it's delicious. So we're going to make some of that for sure.
Well done.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on to Christmas.
Yeah, what was the next question?
So tell us a little bit about how Loyola University interacts with Celebration of Giving. I know the answers to this, but I know last year you sponsored over 50 families. How does this work, and how is it working during COVID?
Sure. Well, we have I don't have to do a lot of recruitment for new departments to be a part of it. I had big dreams of doing that this year and trying to increase our participation and get more departments involved, but COVID sort of made that pretty hard. But yeah, last year we had just over 50, and this year we have right around, I think we're at 38, 39 sponsored families.
Wow.
And then from there's about 10 groups that are doing just the toy drive. So I directed them to the website that Andrew talked about because they were just unsure. They didn't want to go out shopping, and they didn't know how to coordinate within their office. But I was surprised that so many still wanted to do it despite the fact that we're not on campus. So Loyola, we're not on campus at all. We have no students on campus. Everything's online. And even I haven't really been in the building. And so it's not an easy thing to coordinate, but people are still doing it. And I've had some suggestions and help people out on how to do it. And but they are figuring it out, which is pretty awesome.
And, just to clarify, too, for our listeners, I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but for a sponsor a family, the donor, the department will get a list of items that are suggested, and we ask people to give about $75 per person. Now, when the Loyola bags come in, you should see it is overflowing with generosity. I remember one year there were 2 microwaves given for the family. This was a few years ago, and I remember we even went back and were like, did you mean to give 2 microwaves? And they were like, yes, we did. And I thought, okay, here we go. You get 2 microwaves. It's just the generosity of the people at Loyola is just truly incredible. So just wanted to add that. I know Brigid was about to ask you a question, but I wanted people to understand this isn't just a little giving.
Right.
You guys go overboard.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, it's fun. I think people have fun shopping. They have fun, trying to get everything on the wish list. I feel a lot of questions in the last couple of weeks of, how do I know what color or what size or, all these different things. People really want to get it right, and I think that shows a lot of, we want to get it right. We want to get the right gift for the right person. So
that warms my heart. And I think Marie identified something really important. You kind of see both ends of the spectrum with Celebration of Giving, where the list from families can be heartbreaking in its simplicity, coats and socks and maybe something for the kitchen. And then there's the toys, right? Which I was with Andrew the other day at our 721 office. And I mean, I was 7 years old again. There were paint sets and Connect Four, old board games and Barbies and horses. And I mean, I could have spent all day in that. Yes. So have some fun, everyone, and sort of remember what your favorite toys were. It's usually such simple things that make a child's Christmas. So we encourage you. You don't have to get us a microwave like Loyola does.
You can if you want to,
can.
but we'll take a Connect Four too.
Allison, you've been involved with this for a while. How does this impact your Christmas? I mean, we obviously there's a spirit of giving and you're making a difference for a family, but tell us just a little bit about what it means to you and your colleagues at Loyola.
Sure. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things that I do for work is coordinate this. And I know it's a lot of people that I work with. It's one of their favorite things to do as well, is to be linked up with a family and to be able to go out and do shopping. My mom and I actually work with the Jesuit community, so they sponsor a big family of 10, but they don't do the shopping, and so they give us a certain amount of money, and then we go out and shop for the family, and so that's really fun for us to do together too, is to just to shop for our family. So that's enjoyable, and it's just a great way for us to come together at Loyola and to be a part of something bigger in the city, and to think of just being a part of everyone's celebration in their house, in their home at Christmas is just a really humbling thing. So we're grateful to be a part of it.
I love that. You kind of are quite famous, so you were on the radio here today with us, but you were also quoted, which we have, our very high viewership.
Don't get a big head, Allison, now that you've been on our show.
But you were also quoted in the recent issue of Catholic Charities Teenager News, which has a huge circulation, sort of saying that Celebration of Giving allows Loyola and all of us who participate in it to get to be a part of the celebrations of so many families across the city. And I think that is what is so beautiful about what Andrew and you, Allison, and the team do, right? Because part of the premise of our program is that we get the gifts to the parents, and the parents give the gifts to their children. So that we really are, it's about restoring dignity, about treating people with kindness, and we get to be part of all of those family celebrations, which will be happening in about a month. So when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about how all of you can help participate. We still have 6,000 more toys that need to be purchased.
We can do it.
I wish we had a little ticker right now so that we could see what's coming in as we're talking. But we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little more about Celebration of Giving. Catholic Charities' Celebration of Giving is underway, and we need your help more than ever. Now in its 73rd year, the Celebration of Giving was started by a group of adoptive parents who wanted to buy gifts for children who had not yet been adopted. This wonderful idea spread at Catholic Charities, and last year, 25,000 gifts were given to people who would otherwise have nothing to open Christmas Day. Our online partners make it easy to donate toys. Gift cards are so appreciated by teenagers, too. Gather your friends, family, colleagues, and neighbors and join this huge, awesome outpouring of kindness that is filled with the spirit of Christmas. To learn more, visit catholiccharities.net/celebration or call 312-655-7401. Thank you from everyone at Catholic Charities.
We invite you to watch Catholic Chicago this weekend, featuring a conversation with Cardinal Blaise Cupich and video highlights from across the Archdiocese. Here's host Todd Williamson.
Catholic churches respond as the need to feed the hungry surges in the COVID-19 pandemic. Pope Francis's new encyclical and the call for mutual respect for all cultures. And a local priest ready to run even when the Chicago Marathon is canceled.
Watch Catholic Chicago Friday at 7 p.m. on Chicago Loop Cable, Channel 25, and Sunday afternoon at 3 on the Comcast Network, Channel 100.
Good morning and welcome back to the Voice of Charity. This is Marie Jochum.
And Brigid Murphy.
And we are here today talking all things Christmas.
I mean, it's not even Thanksgiving, and we've already jumped over. But, Andrew, we have a logistics question. So all of these gifts, including the 6,000 toys we still need, many get delivered to the warehouse. And then what happens? Walk us through how those get sorted and then actually delivered.
Yeah. So once they're at the warehouse, it's really just we sort them by age and gender, and then we kind of compile them to be delivered directly to the program. So, we have box truck drivers really just driving it out to the specific sites. And from there, it really kind of falls on the individual programs. With the vast array of Catholic Charities programs, there isn't really a uniform way to distribute. So it's kind of whatever works for them best. In the past, they typically held Christmas parties to get all the parents together, get all the children together to really make it an event. But with this year not happening, it's going to have to be on an individual basis that the parents come in. So it is a little bit of a logistics issue, but that's why we got started everything early, just to get those gifts to the programs as early as possible.
Got it. And sorry, Marie, as a reminder to our listeners, I think it's really important. We get our lists from our staff who run programs. So they really do know these families.
Yes.
And know these needs and encourage families to share with us, what they most need in their homes and in their lives. So those lists are carefully curated.
Yeah, Brigid, I think that's what's one of the things that's so special about this program is that there are kids, right? They're the kids and the families served by Catholic Charities. And, they're the family. We've had a ton of different programs on this show, and these are those families in those programs. So if you have been listening to us,
Right.
you know what that connects to. So I think that's so special. And Andrew, we obviously have been pushing Amazon building blocks, Target, Walmart registries, which are really, really important. But if someone wants to drop off a toy, how do they do that?
Yeah, so we have multiple drop-off locations. So it's our headquarters here at 721 North LaSalle, and then all of our regional offices are actually open for drop-offs as well. So we have those in Cicero, Blue Island, and up in Des Plaines. So there should be something relatively close to you guys if you want to drop off in person.
Thank you, Andrew. I think that's really important, especially if someone, isn't interested in purchasing online or you have a local toy store that you want to support. We absolutely are still in need of toys. So we talked about needing those 6,000 more toys. What age ranges are you really in need of at this moment?
Yeah, the two age ranges we typically have the most issue with are infants, so 0 to 11-month-old, and then those teenagers, so 13 and up. Most people, when they're going to go buy a toy for a child, they're thinking of that 5-6 year old. But we do include all children under the age of 18. So those teenagers are usually most in need of gifts.
And what do they want?
Money. They want money.
Nobody knows what they're teenagers. So typically we really just ask for gift card donations.
Yeah.
Teenagers are hard to shop for, so we just ask, $20 to $30 gift card. We think that's the best thing for them. It gives them a little option of what they're actually interested in. So we advise people to go that route. And
you're thinking Target, Walmart, Visa gift cards are probably the best for that teen group. Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I want to say it again, just for folks who are interested in giving, please check out our website at www.catholiccharities.net/celebration. You, under the ways to give, you'll see 4 icons, which I am demonstrating to those watching on the live stream, so I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. But, Brian, one of our producers, has it up on the screen. So if you are, like last week, Brian, you're the best. So if you're watching live or if you're listening later on, you can go and visit Catholic Chicago's YouTube page, and there you'll be able to see what we're talking about. But you'll be able to click on one of those links, and these are curated lists. So as Andrew and his team knows what we need, they put it up. As they know what we don't, as you know, we get enough in of something, it comes down. So please visit that. That's, again, www.catholiccharities.net/celebration.
That's right. Andrew and Allison, thank you so very much for joining us today. You are making Christmas happen. There's no doubt about it. And we really appreciate everything you're doing. I mean, it does interfere with your own holidays. I know, Andrew, you're going to be at the warehouse on Sunday. And, you know, I think that...
And he's planning a wedding for right after Celebration of Giving, so congratulations.
Oh, I didn't realize. Indeed.
Yes, thank you.
So we really appreciate all the coordination, all the time, all the effort that goes into this.
Absolutely. And you know, I think we also want to say thank you again for all of the folks who make this show possible, but also all of you who are listening. We know that this Thanksgiving may look different for our seniors, for our families, and we just want you to know that you are in our prayers and we are keeping you close, as we know this is a difficult time for so many people. And a way that we can, I think, help make it more joyful is by participating in things like a Celebration of Giving, just to know that you are bringing Christmas joy to someone in need, and we are a world that is in desperate need of joy and hope. So help participate by visiting www.catholiccharities.net/celebration. Brigid, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. And again, to all of our listeners, we really appreciate your spending a little bit of your time with us during the week. And we'll be thinking of you this Thanksgiving. Join us next week. I never get to do this.
Do it, girl.
Marie.
Do it. I love it.
For another episode of The Voice of Charity. And thank you all so much. We're grateful for you.
For now, this is Marie Jochum
and Brigid Murphy.
Wishing you a good, healthy, and wonderful week from everyone at Catholic Charities. Happy Thanksgiving. Good work.
Join us every Monday through Friday at this time for Catholic Chicago. You can stream our programs live or listen to past programs by visiting our website, archchicago.org, and clicking on Radio TV. And please connect with Catholic Chicago on social media.